Hi folks, Lyon here from DoYouConvert.com. Back at you, finishing up the video series on how to be more likable over phone and email. I had to take a short commercial break to launch the second edition of Browsers to Buyers, but now we're going to wrap it up. And for those of you who missed the previous videos, you can check out how to be more likable over the phone. It's in the links below or in the blog post. So if you remember, we're talking about being more likable as a crucial piece of the sales process and as a sales professional. And we deal with a little bit different communication style when we're stripping out all the visual cues and everything that comes with the in-person communication. We're going to wrap it up today with email. Okay, wow. Think about email. Think about all the times you sent that email that maybe they didn't read it quite right, or they didn't pick up on your joke, or you totally botched it and had a couple of misspellings. You know, you've got to think about how you're communicating and what that can translate and how it translates into likability. And I've got 3 tips plus a bonus tip for you. So let's get right into it. The first one is speed. Now think about speed. I've got a quote I like to say, speed covers a multitude of sins. If you're fast in responding to people, doesn't matter if it's the first time they've reached out to you or a customer you're working with or a prospect, being fast in your response shows them that you care. It really does. Fast equals professional. And even if it's late at night and you get something or a time when you're busy, sending a quick email that says, I will get back with you shortly after I've had time to review this is huge. People just like to know that you received something and you're going to get back to them. So the first tip is you just got to be fast. The second tip when you think about emails is increasing your conversational tone. You know, writing, it takes different formats and different ways you use it, but email, think about it as a very conversational tone, just like you do in a real-world communication. You know, opening it up with, you know, hope you're doing well, I hope you had a fantastic weekend, and then getting into the meat of the message. That's huge, and as we do more and more texting and things like that, where short messages, we miss out on some of that conversational opportunity. So make sure you're conversational, kind of piggyback on that same note. Match the tone of the prospect. If they're taking their time to write out a decent sized email, you do the same. Match their tone. If they're very quick and to the point, you can match their tone. Don't send back an 800-word response to a 2-sentence email. Match that tone and make sure that you're conversational on those emails. The third thing you want to look at is, some people would say this is a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised. Check your spelling, and don't just rely on spell check. Check your grammar. Make sure that it's coming across right. If it's an important email, read it out loud so that people don't misconstrue what you're saying. Taking the time to go through that email once is absolutely huge, because correct spelling, grammar, punctuation, all those things, and I'm horrible at it, horrible at spelling and grammar. Make sure you show someone you've taken the time and that you care, right? So that's the third one. Now the bonus tip. You ready for the bonus tip? When in doubt, follow up your email with a phone call. Follow up an email with the voicemail and explain what you're saying. Show them that you care. So yes, I call it the peanut butter and jelly. Every time you send an email, it's a great excuse to pick up the phone and call them, okay? Tag on to that communication. Hey, I sent you an email, but I thought I'd give you a call just to explain something. You see how that works? And that definitely increases your likability. So that's gonna wrap up our series. You know, with email, we're gonna be fast, conversational, right? We're going to check our grammar, we're going to make sure everything looks good, and we're going to pick up the phone when in doubt. Don't hide behind that email. Too many sales executives do that. Thank you so much for tuning in this series. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you want to see anything else. Be sure to sign up for the email newsletter. This went a little bit long. Bear with me. I hope you guys all have a fantastic week, and we'll talk with you soon.